I'm here with Dodge City head coach David Foster, and we're here to talk a little bit about the preseason and the 2020 campaign. Coach Foster, thanks for your time today.
Coach Foster, there's no question the preseason leading up to the 2020 campaign was probably different than any other preseason you've been a part of. We didn't know whether or not we'd have a season. What can we expect out of the 2020 Red Demons, and what do we know about the upcoming season? What is certain?
Well, the schedule has changed up. Some schools have elected to go to the spring during the course of the preseason, and we've taken precautions, and our kids have done a good job managing that. So, we're excited about that. But that also resulted in several schools changing on their schedule. So we open up with Cape and Mount Carmel in week 1, who's an opponent our school's never played. They come to our place on Friday night. We're excited about the opportunity to play somebody different. We lost all the Wichita public schools on that schedule, and then picked up Ulysses at the end of the schedule, which we have not played. So other than the schedule changes, now we're just excited to move forward and get the opportunity to play, because for a long time, this football season was up in the air. With this change in schedule this year, we had team camp the week prior, added a week onto the season, which was, it was exciting to get kids in camp with that delayed start, but also exciting to add a week to the season as far as preparation for week 1. We've got 108 kids on the roster right now, which is, up about 20 kids from last year, which is exciting. I think kids were looking for something to do, with COVID and being locked down. So, we graduate a bunch of good players, and we do every year. And we look forward to the new challenge and the new journey. We have to remind these guys that last year's 9-1 season that featured the WAC championship and winning the hatchet, those things don't just happen. That took tremendous leadership from the players and tremendous players as well. So there's a new challenge. We've got new faces, and we're excited about some of those new faces. And we got some key returning guys that are going to be critical for our team's success.
We talked a little bit about senior leadership. You think about leadership and the guys that have to step up. Who are we looking for leadership this year?
Well, I think some of those key returning guys. Alden Edler was a first-team All-State and All-Conference player, Defensive Player of the Year last year. He suffered an ACL injury in our last game last year. He's back and hopefully at full speed. He sure seems like it, but I think a lot of kids look to him, as one of those leaders. Matt Freese, who's one of the top receiver guy for us, play defensive back as well as receiver. The one returning offensive lineman was Carlos Terran, and he broke his hand in week 1 of practice. So we've got him casted up and hoping to get him returned during the season. But when you only have one returning starter on the offensive line, he's definitely still a key piece, because he's there every day and he brings that experience. Even though he can't be on the field with those guys, he's going to help us bring 5 new guys into the fold. Lynn Jones is another one that's a senior that just kind of a hidden dude for us. He plays a tight end, stand-up tight end position, and offensively and defensively a linebacker. Those are critical guys for us that are going to be in that senior class. We've got some other guys in the senior class, and even guys like Santonio Turner from the junior class that, they started a year ago and made big plays for us, and now they're a year older, and it's not just an every now and then thing. Now it's kind of expected to be an all the time thing.
Now, when we turn to the offensive side of the ball, who are we looking for to make some plays and really step up?
Well, Tucker Smith is going to be the starting quarterback. He's a junior. Saw limited time varsity-wise last year, obviously with Bo being there, but Tucker had a great JV season until his season was ended with an injury, and he's just proved to really distribute the ball and get it out there. The most explosive player we have is Matt Freese. Offensively, just his ability to get open and make big plays, and we're going to count on him to be that guy, that standout receiver. DeAndre Bontress is another receiver that saw more and more action as the season went on last year. Definitely a critical piece. Gavin Jones coming out of the backfield, as well as his role on the offensive line. But that O-line, and you throw Gavin into the mix, Gavin being a tight end, got 5 new guys up there, and we don't have tremendous size or experience in that group, and we need that group to be able to be good for us to be able to compete. But I think that rounds out that offensive group. Alden Edler will be in the mix. He's not going to go at Q, but he'll run some quarterback at times and also some running back.
And turning over to the defensive side of the ball, who else are we kind of leaning on this fall?
Well, I think the heart of that defense, besides all on that's Antonio Turner. He's a junior, had a great offseason, stronger, faster. He's a force to be reckoned with, and he'll be right over the ball every snap. Josh Taylor's a returning starter as a defensive back. He'll play corner and safety, primarily safety for us. But, we had some newcomers on that side of the ball that we're going to count on heavily. Gavin Jones will be a mainstay at inside linebacker. And, we're going to start a ton of different kids on Friday night, which is different. We need to get more kids on the field, and we need to get reps out of a variety of guys. So we're going to try to utilize a lot of guys in rotations throughout the course of the game and keep some fresh bodies out there.
I'm really excited that we're coming back this year. I'm really excited for us to take the field this Friday, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Chris.